What's up, YouTube? Y'all doing good? You good? You good? I'm good. You good? Okay, good. Alright, so today I'm coming to y'all with my birthday fragrance haul. I recently celebrated my 28th birthday. Shout out to all the Virgos out there. It's actually been almost 3 weeks since my birthday. My birthday was on August 30th. So this is actually my third time filming this video. The first one, I actually filmed it on my birthday. And the reason I didn't keep that video was because I had a bunch of like blind buys. And a lot of the stuff that I ordered, I actually returned it. So this is basically, in this video, this is everything that I kept. So, and then the second video I recorded, once I started editing it, I realized that my bottom lip looked ashy, so I didn't like that. So I'm about to refilm it again. This is my last time filming this video, so hopefully everything works out this time. But anyway, I want to try to hurry up and breeze through this as quickly as possible, because I know the original video that I did, because I had a lot more fragrances, was almost an hour long, and I don't want this video to be that long. But I will say there, you'll notice kind of like a theme as far as like the type of fragrances in this video. I really am a big fan of like the fresh, clean, and citrusy type of scent, so you will see that a lot of those fragrances in here. I also noticed that I kind of fell into a Jo Malone rabbit hole. I will say this, I did try some of the fragrances from Zara. I tried from the Zara and the Jo Malone collaboration. I tried the Water Lily Tea Dress, Ebony Wood, and the Vetiver Pepper Mousse. I also tried the Salty Ocean Bouquet. I did not like any of those. Ebony Wood was okay, but it just wasn't a scent for me. But I did like that fragrance. And to me, it was just something very different than what I'm used to seeing from Jo Malone, what I'm used to experiencing from Jo Malone. But the other ones, they were not, I wasn't a fan of them. I also tried the two fragrances from the Zara, the men's tobacco collection. I ended up sending both of those back. They weren't bad fragrances, but to me, all I got was like sweetness. That's really all I got from them. And one of them, it wasn't the rich, warm, addictive one, but the other one, that one on my skin, once it dried out, it kind of smelled like cardboard. So I sent that one back, sent those two back. Before I get started with what I got for my birthday, I have two fragrances that I want to share. I got these, my birthday was in August, but I got these back in July. Macy's was having a 40 to 50% off like flash sale. So when I saw the email, I clicked the email, and of course I went straight to the fragrance section. And I saw these two fragrances here, and really I was kind of I really liked them because of the bottles, really. So I decided to check these two out. The first one that I picked up, this one is Oceanic Amber. And this is one of their male targeted fragrances. This one has notes of amber, peppermint, and cardamom. And this one, when I first got it, I wasn't really that much of a fan of it. It was just okay. But now that I've gotten it and I've smelled it and I've worn it a few times, I really do like it. This, to me, it smells like if you smell like Y, either I can't remember if it was the Eau de Parfum version or the Eau de Toilette. I recently just smelled Y for the first time. I haven't smelled any of them. Well, I smelled the Y Eau Fresh. That's actually a fragrance that I picked up for my birthday back in 2020. I didn't like it. It was a blind buy. I didn't like it, and I returned it. But this, I do get like a aquatic kind of touch from this. I do get the amber, and it's sweetness. It's sweet, aquatic, and amber. That's what really what I get from this. It says a fusion of wood, salt, and fresh water. The essence of deep waters surrounded by strong resinous trees. Nature's unpolished beauty. Oh, I'm sorry. Nature's unpolished beauty appreciated since Neolithic times. And it has some more stuff on the back of it. But I really do like these kind of like apothecary style bottles. They're really nice. These are 1.69 fluid ounces. I do like this. Oh, I didn't even say what the brand is. This is called Oceanic Amber by the brand. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Koores or Koores, but I think it's Koores, K-O-O-R-E-S. So I picked that up. I do like this one, and I do get pretty good wear out of this. I've worn it a few times to work, and I usually get about 6 to 7 hours with it, so that's really good. The other one I picked up, this one is White Tea. This one has top notes of bergamot, neroli, mandarin, heart notes of jasmine, peony, white tea, and freesia, and base notes of cedarwood, oak moss, and musk. So, of course, a lot of people consider this more like a feminine leaning fragrance. And I can definitely get, but to me, this just smells like a fresh, clean type of scent. I really do enjoy this. I'm really a fan of like tea fragrances in general, and like I said earlier, I'm really into like fresh, clean type of scents. Like that is my favorite genre of fragrance. Anything that's kind of fresh and clean, I really do love those type of scents. But I don't know if you can tell on camera, but I have put quite a dent into this little bottle. And like I said, I got these back in July, towards the end of July. And I've worn this a lot. Now, really the only reason I put this much of a dent into this is because when I wear it, I do wear it pretty heavy. This does not last long. The only thing I don't like about this fragrance is it does not last long at all. I get maybe 2 to 3 hours. I get the tea, I get the freesia, and I get... Now it says this has neroli in it. I'm glad I do not smell the neroli because I'm really not a fan of neroli at all. I really don't... Let me see. It says it has Mandarin in it. I get like, well, I do get like a kind of like a citrusy touch from this. But when I ordered it, I didn't know that this brand, they do like they also do like skincare products. So they sent me like a cleanser, and they sent me like a sleep mask, and it had like thick eyelashes on it. But that was nice. So, and they also do like lotions and like body washes and stuff like that. So they do have some more fragrances that I want to check out, so I'm really interested in that brand. And after the discount on Macy's, these end up coming to I think like $27 a bottle. And they also, I recently saw that they have these on fragrancenet.com, so if you want to check those out. But there's a couple of more fragrances that I want to check out from that brand. So I had a gift card for fragrancenet.com, and I decided to use that to get these next 2 fragrances. Alright, so this first one, this is a re-up for me. I've had this fragrance before, and I just need to get me a new bottle because I ran out. I went to pick up the bottle a couple months ago and to put some on, and nothing came out. It was empty. So this is Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. This is my second bottle of this. I got me a bottle like 2 years ago. I did a fragrance haul and I got this, and I love this stuff. This is very... I've heard people say that this smells like... what is it, Invictus Aqua. Now, I've never smelled Invictus Aqua before. I have smelled the original Invictus, wasn't a fan of it. And I think the other one I recently smelled it was like Invictus Legend or something like that. I'm probably wrong on that, but it was the one that comes in the black bottle. Wasn't a fan of that. But I really do love this one. This is like when you don't know what to wear, which is probably why I ran through my first bottle so quick. This is like a good dumb reach. You don't know what to wear, just grab this and put this on. This has notes of grapefruit, watery, kind of like aquatic notes, musk, and it has some bergamot in here, which kind of probably explains why I love it. Like if a fragrance has bergamot in it, that's one of my like favorite notes in fragrance. There's a good chance that I may like it if it has bergamot in it. But again, this has like a very like fresh, clean type of scent to it. Like I said, it's just a good dumb reach. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this. But I do know the next time I get a bottle of this, I usually don't buy like the big 3.4 ounce bottles unless I absolutely love it. Which I do love this, so I don't know why I didn't get this. Well, I really didn't want to go too much over the $50 gift card that I had. But anyway, I will be getting, the next time I get a bottle of this, I will be getting the 3.4 ounce bottle. Because this is some good stuff right here. I love this because it's good, it smells good, it's cheap. And I get a good wear of this. I think this usually lasts me like throughout an entire workday. So 8 hours on this for me, which is pretty good for a fresh type of scent. Alright, so I also picked up Azzaro Chrome Pure. This is my first Azzaro fragrance I've ever had before. This one, I remember when I first got it, I wasn't really a fan of it. I remember reading reviews before I got it, and some people said it kind of smelled like an orange creamsicle, and that kind of turned me off, but I decided to go ahead and get it anyway. And this has notes, it has like aquatic notes, lemon, and bergamot in it. So again, there's the bergamot. And really, I get like, to me, I get like a fresh, I get a little bit of a lemon in the beginning, but it's like a fresh, creamy citrus type of smell. That's the best way I can describe it. And I will say I don't like it that much when on the initial spray. I love it more when it kind of starts to dry down. I remember when I got all the stuff for my birthday, I was kind of just testing everything out on my skin. So I would like put some on my wrist, put some on my forearm, and I would put like one like in my elbow. And so this was one of the fragrances I sprayed on me. And I woke up the next morning and I smelled my arm. And I was like, what is that? Because I put everything in my phone, like, you know, what I had on and each arm and where I put it at. And it was this. So I decided to keep this. And like I said, this just to me is like a fresh, creamy citrus type of smell. So I'm glad that I did keep it. But yeah, this is Azzaro Chrome Pure. And I kind of want to check out some more fragrances from Azzaro. I've smelled Wanted before. I have a sample of Wanted, and I do like that. But I want to smell some more like their fresh type of scent. So that was Azzaro Chrome Pure. Alright, so this next one is Rain by Clean Reserve. I picked up quite a few like travel size fragrances, and this is one of them. I'm sorry, y'all, it's a child outside screaming. But anyway, this is I have this thing about things that smell like rain. Okay. Alright. So I have this thing about like rain scented fragrances. I'm really into them. And this has notes of bergamot, patchouli, and white flowers. I do get kind of like a floral scent to me, to this. It's not like super floral, it's just really a clean scent. And I can maybe get like a hint of the patchouli, but it's very faint. I guess that's there to kind of give it like a dirty feel. But it's a nice scent, but again, this is another one, it does not last long at all. And it's not that strong, so yeah, I've already put like a little bit of a dent into it. And this really isn't even from me wearing it for real. This is kind of just me testing it out on my skin. But yeah. This is nice, but I don't think I would purchase it again. And it's a nice scent though, but it's just very it's just one of those good, I just got out of the shower type of scents, one of those type of scents. So not bad, but yeah. So speaking of rain, I picked up a sample of a sample size of Rain by the brand Commodity. I actually found out about a Commodity through Scentbird. Now I'm not a Scentbird subscriber anymore, but I ended up getting this because they were sold out of it on the they were sold out of it on the Commodity website. This is like, this scent is part of their archive collection, so they've been sold out of it for a long time. And Commodity, not Commodity, but Scentbird was the only place that I can find that I can get it in. This has notes of lemon verbena, water musk, and I think it has like some floral notes in it. I really do enjoy this. It's very similar to this, but this is kind of like it's Rain, but this is like all the flowers and stuff. This is like after it rains, like the dew on the leaves, if that makes sense. It does kind of have like a grassy smell to it, but grassy in the best way. I really do enjoy this, but again, it does not last long at all. Scrolling through Facebook, and I came across a post that they made, that Commodity made on their Facebook page, and it said that beginning like September 12th, they will be back in stores with Sephora. So a little light bulb went in my head, and I was like, well, okay, well, if they're about to be back in stores with Sephora, that probably means they're gonna have all their fragrances available so that they can provide them to Sephora. So sure enough, I went back to the website, and they had Rain back in stock, like the full-size bottle. So I picked me up a full-size bottle of it. This only lasts like maybe 2 or 3 hours on my skin. I actually wore it for the first time out last week, and I think because I sprayed it on my clothes, I can get about 4 hours out of it. But I do enjoy this scent, and I did have a gift card back in 2020 when I got my full-size bottle of gold. They sent me a $25 gift card to use on my next purchase of a full-size bottle. So I've been holding on to that, which I'm a little mad because for whatever reason, when I applied the code, instead of it taking $25 off, it only took $20.50. So I don't know, maybe the gift card depreciates in value the longer you keep it or something like that. But I was a little upset about that. But I was able to get some off of this, so I feel good about that. But yeah, I love this scent, and I'm happy to have it in my collection now. This is another one from Zara, and this is the Caviar Bergamot. This is from the Joe Malone and Zara collaboration, I'm sorry. I got this in a travel size because I heard a lot of people were saying that this smells very similar to this fragrance. This is by Aqua de Parma, and this is Bergamoto de Calabria. And I can safely say that they do smell very much alike. These are very similar. The only difference I can say is that the Bergamoto de Calabria, this smells a lot more zesty, more citrusy than this does, but they smell very similar. And so I'm at a point in my fragrance journey where I don't want to have a lot of things that smell similar. The only reason I decided to try this out is because if you know anything about these Aqua de Parma fragrances, not all of them, but most of them, they don't really last that long. So I got this hoping, okay, if it does smell like this, then maybe this will last longer. But really, both of them, they don't last that long, at least on my skin. I don't know, because I really haven't had a chance to like really test this and pay attention to how long it wears on me. But I'll kind of look into that. But yeah, these smell very similar. And I was gonna say that this is like a cheaper alternative to this. But I think I want to say I got this bottle for like $40. And if you go on the Zara website, the full size bottle of this is like it's $40 too, I believe. So not too much to go on there. If you get this from fragrance, then you get it from a lot of these like department stores and stuff like that, you're probably gonna pay more. But Yeah, and plus Zara, they only offered this in the trial size, and they offered it in the 100 ml, I believe, or maybe like 110 milliliter. The other ones that I purchased from Zara, the ones that I mentioned earlier, the Water Lily Tea Dress, Vetiver Pamplemousse, and Ebony Wood, you can get those in a 30 or 40 ml and a 90 ml, I think, something like that. But anyway, that's that. So I do like this fragrance. Like I said, it does smell like this. It just does not last long at all. And this has notes of grapefruit, lemon, and bergamot. So it's just a very fresh, citrusy, kind of aquatic type of scent. And I really do enjoy that. So that's that. This is by Nest, and this is the South Pacific Sandalwood. So I wanted to check this out because based off of the reviews and stuff, a lot of people were saying that this was kind of like a fresh take on sandalwood, so that kind of intrigued me, so I wanted to check it out. All right, and also I want to add that this is actually an oil, and it's a roll-on. I don't know if I mentioned that about the caviar bergamot from Zara. That's also a roll-on as well. This has notes of sandalwood, violet, and vetiver. I definitely get kind of like that warm sandalwood type of smell, and I do get kind of like a floral edge to this. And since I've smelled it, I do think, and I could be wrong, I haven't tried it out yet, but I think that the sandalwood in this would go very well with the juniper in my bottle of what is it called? Silver Mountain Water by Creed. I haven't tried it yet, mainly because that bottle is almost done, and I don't want to waste any sprays trying to test things out. But I will say I don't like it as much as I did when I first got it, but I am kind of excited to kind of mix this with some of my other fragrances and see what I can come up with. But it does smell nice, and this is fine on its own if you want to wear it. But I think this would go really good if you mix it with something else. So yeah, that's Nest South Pacific Sandalwood. Alright, so this next one, I purchased this based off of pure curiosity. I really didn't want it, but I wanted to kind of try it out. So this is Red Temptation by Zara, and I got this in a 30 ml bottle. So if you're really into the fragrance community, you know that a lot of people say that this smells like Baccarat Rouge 540, and after smelling it, I can say that this does smell like Baccarat Rouge 540. A lot of people have said this is like the closest dupe you can get to Baccarat Rouge 540, and I do agree on that. The only difference that I would say is it's about a 98% dupe. This, it doesn't kind of have that sweetness, that kind of, to me, it doesn't have as much as that sweetness from that burnt sugar note or whatever from Baccarat Rouge 540. It's just not as sweet as Baccarat Rouge 540 in my opinion. Alright, so here's my bottle of Baccarat Rouge 540, and I can confidently say that these smell very similar to each other. And this is very cheap. I think this is the 30 ml, and I think I got it for like $19 or $20. And I think the 100 ml is like $30. So it's really good. So I got this for like when I want to smell like Baccarat Rouge 540, but I don't want to actually put Baccarat Rouge 540 on. I have 6 more fragrances left and I'll be done. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I kind of fell into a Jo Malone rabbit hole. I currently have 2. Before I bought all this stuff, I had 2 Jo Malone fragrances and I love them. But for whatever reason, I kind of just fell into a Jo Malone rabbit hole. Jo Malone came out with a like a new collection, a limited edition collection. I think it was called the British Isles. And in that collection, it was 4 fragrances. Well, it was actually 5 fragrances, but one of the fragrances was Wood, Sage, and Sea Salt, which I have a bottle of that. And that's the fragrance that they carry all the time. It's one of their best sellers. And but a lot of times they just repackage it to match whatever new collection they have out, whatever. So I didn't need that one, but it came out with 4 scents. I'll tell you about the 2, and I actually bought all 4 of them. But I'll tell you about the 2 that I sent back. So Forest Moss and Aqua Lemon. Those are like the 2 I was kind of like most excited about, and I ended up having to send them back. Forest Moss, it wasn't a bad scent, but on my skin, it kind of turned flunky, so I had to send that one back. And then Aqua Lemon, which is basically what the name says, it smelled like lemon water. Like if you took a glass of water and squeezed like the juice of half a lemon in it, that's what you would get. And to me, it was very faint. It didn't last that long, and for that reason I ended up sending it back. So anyway, there's 2 other fragrances, and these are the 2 that I have here. First of all, I really like these bottles. If you know me, you know blue is my favorite color, and these bottles kind of have like a blue tint to them. So the 2 that I end up keeping is, I have Salty Amber here, and then the other one is Crystal Campion. I know Jo Malone gets like a bad rap because there are a lot of people say that they don't last that long and they're just really not worth the price. But I actually do like the brand. Crystal Campion. I'll be honest, this probably isn't a fragrance that I'm gonna like wear that often. I mainly kept this one because of nostalgia purposes. But this has notes of dewdrop, violet rose, and campion flower, which I've never smelled campion flower before. But I'm mainly holding on to this one, and it does have like a floral touch to it. It's not too floral because I know a lot of people, especially like men, when they hear like a floral when they hear floral in a fragrance, they kind of get like, you know. But it's not too overpowering. But to me, this takes me back. I don't know why. It kind of reminds me. Y'all know the carpet powder, the carpet fresh stuff that you sprinkle, not the foamy stuff, but the actual powder that you sprinkle on the carpet before you vacuum. This smells like that to me, but in the best way. I know some people are like, really? But it does to me. More specifically, it smells like the one that has like the floral pattern on the bottle or whatever, on the container. And I guess it's because like my mom and my sister, they used to use that all the time when I was little before they vacuumed. And so I'm keeping this for that reason. So Crystal Campion, not something I probably wear that often, but I'm mainly just holding on to it for nostalgia purposes. So that's that. So Salty Amber, it is what it says it is. Like that's one thing about the Jo Malone brand in general. What it says is what you're gonna get. I get like an aquatic freshness to this. I do get a little bit of salt, and then I get that warm amber type of smell. This, I can't wait till it starts to cool down a little bit, starts to get a little bit cooler outside, and I really will get some wear out of this. And this one, I will say, this one I do get pretty good longevity on it. I haven't worn it out, but I have been testing it on my skin and stuff like that. And I went to bed around like 10 o'clock one night, and when I woke up the next morning at 8 o'clock, I could still smell it on my skin. So that's really good. And I really do enjoy this one. And I also bought me a backup bottle of this because, like I mentioned, this is a limited edition collection. The Salty Amber has notes of, it has sea notes, myrtle, and cardamom, which kind of explains what I just said. It kind of has like that warm aquatic type of scent to it. It has like a hint of spice. I guess that's what the cardamom comes in. So after I returned everything, I decided to kind of go back and get some stuff that I knew I would like, which because a lot of the stuff that I bought was blind buys. And I decided to pick me up a bottle of lime, basil, and mandarin by Jo Malone. This I had a sample of this several years ago, and I did not like it. Only because like that lime in the beginning is like very strong and zesty. And I recently, I was going through my samples and I found the sample that I had, and I sprayed it on and I fell in love with it. Like I said, that lime does come in pretty strong in the opening, but once it starts to dry down, it gets a little bit, the lime, it still stays, it's still there. But then the basil comes out and it kind of sweetens up a little bit, so it's not as strong. The lime isn't as strong, but it kind of sweetens up on my skin and kind of stays very citrusy. So I really do enjoy this. I actually wore this last week to work, and I actually wore it this weekend. And the only regret I have is not getting the bigger bottle of this, because I've only worn it out, like I've tested it on my skin a few times, worn it on my skin a few times, just testing it out on my skin. But I've only actually worn this twice, and as you can see, I already put quite a dent in this. So like I mentioned earlier, you know, Jo Malone, they're not known for having like super long lasting fragrances. So when I do wear Jo Malone fragrances, I spray them pretty heavy. So I would definitely be getting a bigger bottle of this. I have the lotion that goes with this, and I actually got the body wash to go with it too. That's on its way. But if you do have a fragrance from Jo Malone, see if they carry it in the lotion, because I realized when like I said, when I wore this last week to work, I got about 6 or 7 hours with this, because I sprayed it on my clothes, I sprayed it on my skin, and I also applied that lotion. So yeah, check that out if you have a Jo Malone fragrance that doesn't last that long. I know that they don't have lotions and body washes in all of their scents, but definitely see if they have like the matching lotion. I have Poppy and Barley. Now, it's so crazy how I came about this one, because apparently I ordered something, and I do like y'all, I keep my boxes and stuff like that for my fragrances, and I just happened to go through, I was looking at one of my boxes, one of my Jo Malone boxes, and I picked it up, it fell out, and I picked it up and I heard something in it. And when I opened it, there was 2 samples in there. There was the Blackberry and Bay by Jo Malone, which I'm not a fan of really for me. And then there was Poppy and Barley. So I smelled it and I fell in love with it. This has, of course, Barley, Poppy. It has notes of fig, violet, and it also has some blackcurrant in here. This is a really good, this is another one I can't wait till like fall time rolls around. I think this is going to be a very good fall type of scent. To me, let me spray it on my skin. To me, I I definitely get like that wheat, like barley type of smell. And it also has like a soapiness, and I definitely get the black currant. I will be honest and say that had I never had that sample, this is probably a fragrance I probably never would have tried out. But I'm glad that I did try it out, because this smells really good, which is so crazy because I always keep all my samples in one place, and for whatever reason those two were separate. So I'm glad that I did discover that one. So that was Poppy and Barley. I can't wait until it kind of cools down and I can start wearing that. So I have 2 more fragrances, and these fragrances are both from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. And I think it's safe to say that Maison Francis Kurkdjian is like my favorite fragrance house. I was gonna say that because I have more of his fragrances than everything, but then with these recent Jo Malone fragrances, I now have more Jo Malone than any other brand in my collection. But I will say that hands down, I just think Maison Francis Kurkdjian is my favorite fragrance house. So the first fragrance I want to share, this is Amorous Homme. You probably can't tell, but this is Amorous Homme, and this is just the eau de parfum. It does come in an extrait version as well, but it's so crazy because I purchased a bunch of like the samples from the website, and I got rid of most of the ones that I didn't like, which wasn't that many. But I held on to this one. I didn't love it, but I kind of liked it. And then I was going through my samples again, and I came across the sample that I had of this. And I sprayed it on and I fell in love with it. This, I don't know about everybody else, but I think a lot of times like you come across a fragrance and you think like this fragrance like really suits me. Like this fragrance is for me. And this is like Amorous this is amazing right here. This has Amorous, which I'll be honest, I don't know what Amorous is. Tonka bean, Sicilian mandarin, agarwood, and rosemary in it. So it just smells amazing. Like this is like a very fresh, it's fresh, it's woodsy, it has some warmth to it, and it's a little bit sweet. So I really do enjoy this, and like I feel like this, to me, like this smells like a very inviting type of scent. And I honestly feel like this kind of compliments me very well. I actually wore this. This was the fragrance that I did wear on my birthday, and I really enjoy it. It lasts a long time, and I just really enjoy this fragrance. I picked this up from twistedlily.com. I was able to find I found a $25 off coupon, because I don't like to pay full price for anything, which most of the stuff here I did pay full price for, but it was my birthday, so it was justifiable. But normally I try to find like I wait till like a sale is going on, or I try to find like a coupon code or something like that. But I really would enjoy this. I've worn this, like I said, I wore it on my birthday. I wore it a couple of times to work last week. Like I really do enjoy this one. I can't wait to try the extrait version. Oh, if I would have dropped this and it broke, I would have cried. But I can't wait to try the extrait version of this. So that's Amorous Homme by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This is kind of like the main event of my birthday fragrance haul. This is like the one that I wanted to get the most. Like if I didn't get anything else, I was gonna get this one, no problem. So I heard about this one, and when it first came out, I think it came out like late 2019 or early 2020, I can't remember. I heard about it, but because of the name, I was like, I don't know. But this is L'Homme Alla Rose. So like I said, I heard about it, but because of the name, it had rose in it, I was like, because you know, rose can go really good or really bad. But my coworker gave me a sample of this, which shout out to you, Shanice, if you're watching this video. I really do appreciate that. She gave me a sample of it, and I sprayed it, and I fell in love with it. This is like a very watery, dewy type of rose. Like it smells, it's fresh, it's clean. Like I know this is gonna sound really stupid, and you're gonna be like, what the hell is he talking about? But if Clear had a smell, this is what it would be. Like if Clear had a smell, this is definitely what it would be. This has grapefruit, May rose, damask rose, and labdanum in it. It's just a really like fresh, clean type of smell. I do get that citrus from it, but I mainly get like just the freshness and the citrus and the rose from this. This smells amazing. I love it. I got this from Selfridges, which really quick, let me go over this really quick. I guess Maison Francis Kurkdjian, maybe they caught on to what everybody was doing. Normally you can just go to his website and you know everything is in euros. So by the time you do the conversion to US dollars, it usually comes out cheaper to get it from his website. But for whatever reason, when I was on there, I was logging into my account and I was putting in all of my information, and then when I got to my country, the United States wasn't on there because they keep prompting you to go to the US website. So like I mentioned earlier, I don't like to pay full price for anything, and so that's what I normally would do. is go there and I can get a little bit of a discount for it. But for whatever reason, it was taking me to the US website, and so the pricing was the same as where if you would get it from like Neiman's or something like that. But I ended up getting it from Selfridges, so which is based out of the UK. I had to pay $30 for shipping, but even with me paying $30 for shipping, I still got it quite a bit cheaper. I think this goes for like normally $2.75 normal price. And when I got it from Selfridges, even with me paying $30 shipping, and I paid like $6 for them to put it in a gift box and wrap it up nice for me because it was my birthday. I wanted to feel special. I only paid like $2.29 and some change, so that was a good deal. And then the Amorous, I got it from Twisted Lily. I was gonna get this because I got this first, and I was gonna get this from Selfridges, but for whatever reason, it just kept telling me when I was getting ready to check out, it can be processed or something like that. So I don't know if it had anything to do with I already had a order that was en route, because I think I ordered this one day and I was gonna try to go back and get this like a day or two later. So, but anyway. It took like maybe 10 days before I got it. I got this from Twisted Lily, and I think this is $2.75 as well, or maybe $2.25 or something like that. Anyway, I found a $25 off coupon code, and then I later found a 15% off coupon code, which that gave me more off it because I don't like paying full price for anything. So I still got a pretty good deal on these. So shout out to the people at Selfridges and Twisted Lily. And so I will be buying from Selfridges more, because they do have an option to where you can pay $55 for like a membership or whatever, and you get unlimited shipping to the US for a year. So that is my birthday fragrance haul. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Do y'all have any of these fragrances? Do you like them? Or are you thinking about getting them? Shout out to all my fellow Virgos out there. We run this thing, we're amazing, we're all that and above. And I really do want to start doing more fragrance related content. I want to start doing some reviews. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you'd like to give me a thumbs up, leave me a nice little comment down below, and please consider subscribing, and I will see y'all on my next one. Thanks again for watching, and I will see y'all next time.